From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Play action. Now it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Up the middle to Davis. And he'll get it down this time to 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real math of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's got some space here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. We go tonight. 180.
Goff now looks to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun. Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
That's good for a Lions 1st down.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
20.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Running for it, Montgomery.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Bills have recovered. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Goff.
That's complete to the Porter.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
They'll run here with a rookie. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's gone. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's gone. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
No, ball. It's out, it's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. To the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, tight.
To the air, Allen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And Oliver. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
319.
On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Allen to throw it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
180.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Still going inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 53 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Alert!
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now this time Allen will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now gone. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before break here. Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go tonight. Like 20.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cut. 180.
Williams, the man in motion left. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
120.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He's got it to Williams.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
120.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Back to throw, Goff. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A give, right side for Gibbs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Goff now looking to throw. That is caught. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll run with Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
20, Ric Flair.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Bates' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20 to 14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Allen. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. That's some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
46-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Again, it's Cook. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he fires deep for Shakir.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a second and 10. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10. Allen going to run with it. Shakes up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Pearson on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. But just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Goff. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To the air, Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27th. Good effort. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side to Kincaid. And out
bounds right around the 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Allen going to run with it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way.
Touchdown, Bills! Dalton Kincaid from 6 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 77 yards. And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he loses the football the second time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Here's Gall. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
I
just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. Nifty move. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Allen. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Detroit, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago.